The white organizations of Utah, SAC and SAW, have already came out and made statements that they want blood when it comes to Tyler Robinson for the death of Charlie Kirk. Not only they want Tyler Robinson, but they also want his gay lover, Lance Twiggs. And if Lance Twiggs gets charges and ends up going to prison and not getting the death penalty, he will be a victim to the white organizations because they run the prisons in Utah.
We stand as the shield of our people. No compromise. No surrender.
America is more divided than it has ever been. And into that storm stepped Tyler James Robinson, the 22-year-old accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk. Behind the headlines, investigators uncovered that Robinson was living with and romantically involved with a transgender tenant, a relationship that instantly pulled his private life into the glare of the national spotlight. For Robinson, the love he shared became part of his motive, a spark of defiance in a world he felt judged them both. To prosecutors, it was more than politics. It was personal, and that mix of identity, ideology, and resentment exploded into the fatal shot that silenced one of America's most polarizing voices.
Folks, you're not going to believe this. You're about to get inundated with stories about this kid named Lance Twiggs. It has to do with the Charlie Kirk murder and Tyler Robinson. It's crap, but here we go. This is Old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Hell, I hope it's better. There's a bunch of fringe, right-wing owned news sites that are actually reporting this, and I hope Lance Twiggs sues every one of them. I do. They're claiming this kid is transgender and in a relationship with Tyler Robinson.
Oh, my dear, would you?
Oh, gotcha.
With him.
Were they holding hands?
Yeah, they were. So, yeah, they drove off in his car, the Dodge Challenger.
The time you saw them or this week?
It was about the time I saw them. So
How long ago was that?
I would say about 2 weeks ago.
Transgender at all. It's just a 22-year-old young man. He's the one that turned the text messages, the Twitch messages over to the police when the police showed up asking questions about Tyler Robinson. This kid is already getting threats. His life's already been turned upside down. And now you've got people so desperate to hate you that they're inventing a transgender person to claim that this is somehow leftist, and they don't have to take responsibility for the fact that it was one of their own fucking right-wing piece of shit, trash, conservative, worthless, scummy, lousy people.
And so they look like they were a couple?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was dressed all in black?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And you thought he was weird?
Yeah, I definitely, yeah.
What was weird about him?
Just the way he walked and just the way I've seen him. I've never seen really anybody dressed all in black with a mask on, and I thought that was just quite weird.
For those who've never seen the roommate, describe that person for us.
He did have freckles on his face. For the haircut, it was a weird haircut. It was kind of a mushroom-shaped one. I would say he didn't come out much, but definitely a few other, just a little bit at a time.
There's some published reports out there that this individual, the roommate, may have been transitioning. Did that correlate with what you saw?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so he was going to have an operation to be to turn into a woman.
Yeah, and I think he's getting ready for that.
Sorry, and in what way do you think that?
I remember them talking about a doctor's appointment. It was about 2 weeks ago, I would say.
And they were kissing?
Yeah.
Do you know, where did you see them kissing?
Just coming out. I was riding with my bike, so I didn't see the whole thing, but yeah, I saw them.
And when did you hear them talking about a doctor's appointment?
I would say about the same time that they came out, so that one time, yeah.
Where were you standing for that?
I was just riding by here.
Okay.
So.
And you were able to hear snippets of their conversation?
Yeah. Yep.
But you were sure that they were a couple, but you had only seen them together once?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, random guys don't hold hands and definitely don't kiss. So.
This is Lance Twiggs, and he is 100% a transgender. His life is now in danger for the participation of the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
I'm playing country concerto for young pianists, and I like piano because it gives me something other than playing video games to do with my fingers.
like I said in the beginning of the video, Tyler Robinson might be under a whole bunch of security and he might not get touched by the Aryans, but his boyfriend might, because his boyfriend might not be facing the death penalty if he does get charged. And if he doesn't get charged and he's out in the streets, he better go into some kind of witness protection program, because he's in big trouble when it comes to these because they're in the streets. They have a streets presence. This is a fact. They're more than a prison gang. The Aryans are very calculated, they're very organized, and they are in the streets of Utah, and they will handle business. They will stand on business. So this right here is another person that was locked up in the Utah State Prison, and he's going to break down again what Tyler Robinson most likely is going to be going through.
So what's going to happen to Ty Robinson? So I spent 3.5 years in Utah State Prison, the exact same prison that this man is going to end up going to. So most likely right now he's going to be in Supermax of some sort. They're not going to just let him into population. He's going to be a high-profile inmate, which means that there is clout associated to any negative actions that might be taken against him. So the same reason they put like rappers into like they don't put them in general population is because certain inmates, you can get clout. Imagine being the guy in prison who has nothing to lose, and they're like, hey, if I take this dude out, I will be forever remembered, and I will have a badge of honor next to my name for what I've done. So this man is going to be in Supermax. He's not going to be in general population. They're literally going to end up leashing him like a dog and taking him to the showers. He's only going to come out like every few days. So I've been in Supermax. You literally come out once every 72 hours for up to 45 minutes. And everywhere that they take you, they chain you like you would a dog. And so he's going to get treatment that he deserves. He's literally like, all I'm saying is he's going to be in the death penalty most likely. Question is how are they going to do it? Utah still allows, what do they call it? Firing squad. So I guess, is he going to get that, or the alternatives? I guess only time will tell. So what do you think is going to happen to this man who took our dear, precious Charlie Kirk? Like, I was never such a big fan of Charlie until now. And now it's just like, oh wow, like this dude was literally embodiment of a lot of how we all should be on speaking up for truths, what we believe in, and doing it in a manner that is constructive to society. What this man did was not constructive to society. What this man did was absolutely abhorrent and unacceptable. So what do you think should happen to him? You think he's going to get the death penalty? You think he's going to get the firing squad? What are your thoughts? God bless. I went to the same prison that Charlie Kirk's unaliver is going to go to, and so here's what's going to happen. They're going to end up putting him in Supermax. They're going to keep him away from population. So Utah does not show mercy with things like this. They're going to make an example out of him. And so just so you guys know, Tyler Robinson, he's going to be experiencing a lot of uncomfortable situations. They're going to put him in cells where they're only going to let him come out for like 15 minutes every 3 days. And they're going to end up putting him on a leash like a dog. And they're going to be doing some pretty interesting dehumanization strategies. And so you're aware, there are 3 different ways in Utah that they handle stuff like this. And so my question for you is, Utah is one of the only places with firing squads still. Do you believe that the firing squad is how this man should go? Or do we keep him in life, for life, locked in ADX and make him think about what he did and never let him escape it? So what do you think? What do you know in the comments? Should he have to live and face and have like no freedoms and be locked in a maximum super security prison? Or should he get, bullet for a bullet type of a deal? Let me know down in the comments below. And I made a whole full YouTube on this, so comment, we love Charlie Kirk if you want my full breakdown, and I'll shoot it over to you. God bless.
Okay, y'all, this is the YouTube Streets Podcast. We will be back with more on this topic and some Mackenzie Shirilla content. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button. Thank you, and the hype button.